Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Virtually Yours in Hope, Health, and Gratitude, a virtual gala in support of St. Joe's, presented by our friends at CarStar. I'm Sarah Felice Armenio, President of St. Joseph's Healthcare Foundation, and I have the pleasure of being your host this evening. I hope that you're currently enjoying your antipasto and prosecco, brought to you by our appetizer and cocktail sponsor, RBC Royal Bank. In fact, let's begin tonight's festivities with a toast. To great friends and a great cause. We may be separated this evening by circumstance, but we are united by our commitment to supporting St. Joe's and our healthcare heroes, whose courage is an inspiration to us all. To real friendship amidst a virtual gala. Cheers. In planning this gala, we had to approach it as an entirely new event, and as you can imagine, it took many hands to bring such a complex task to fruition. In particular, I'd like to acknowledge our gala committee, led by our formidable co-chairs, Michael and Daniela Macaluso, for their creativity, hard work, and for their ability to imagine all that a virtual gala could be. Michael and Daniela wanted tonight to be a celebration of how fortunate we are to live in a community with access to the world's best doctors, nurses, healthcare professionals, and researchers, right here in Hamilton, right here at St. Joe's. They wanted to pay tribute to the courage and compassion shown by our hospital staff during the COVID-19 pandemic. That's when the theme Virtually Yours in Hope, Health, and Gratitude first emerged, and we hope you agree it couldn't be more fitting. We are truly grateful to our hospital colleagues for caring for us and protecting us in these uncertain times. And now, in recognition of CarStar, our presenting sponsor of tonight's gala, let's pause for a brief video, and then we'll hear from our co-chairs themselves, Daniela and Michael Macaluso.
There's only one car like it in the world. A very limited edition. Not long ago, it got pretty banged up in an accident. Then it was taken to CarStar. And now, it looks like this. Brian's car. At CarStar, we don't just repair cars, we repair your car.
From our home to your home, we welcome you to the St. Joseph's Foundation's 23rd Annual Gala. My name is Daniela Macaluso.
And my name is Michael Macaluso.
And we are honored to be your co-chairs.
When Sarah approached us back in the fall of 2019 to be involved in this year's gala, we could have never imagined we'd be doing this in the middle of a global pandemic. And while COVID-19, of course, brought a unique set of challenges across the board, we faced it head on. It also presented an opportunity to raise funds for St. Joe's at a time when its role of caring for our community's health, both physical and mental, has never been more important. The Macaluso family has been involved with St. Joe's in one capacity or another for decades. I myself was born at the hospital, along with my wife Daniela, our 3 boys, and our entire extended family. We've helped raise funds, awareness, and overall just help St. Joe's be the leader that it is within the community. We are absolutely honored to take on the role of the Gala co-chairs and to create an event that pays tribute to our local heroes of healthcare in this extraordinary time. Over the past few months, we've done an incredible amount to help raise funds to ensure St. Joe's has the resources it needs to continue caring for the community. Tonight would not have been possible without the support of a remarkable gala committee that was committed to bringing all the glamour of the traditional St. Joe's gala to our guests' doorsteps. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the committee. Mary Lou Cianconi, Anna DeRubis, Lucy Fialavisca, Tony Magliocco, Ann Moorcox, Ben Pace, Christina Percy, and Catherine Sennett. I also want to give personal thanks to John Tate for his efforts and expertise year after year to ensure the continued success of our vintage wine auction. Thank you, of course, to all of this evening's sponsors, partners, donors, attendees, and friends for their unwavering support of St. Joe's during this terrible pandemic. Even though the gala looks and feels a little different this year, not for a moment did our community waver when they were asked to support this event and to support St. Joe's. While usually we'd be celebrating at the beautiful Liuna station, tonight we're celebrating in our smaller gatherings in our homes and backyards. But thanks to executive chef and my brother-in-law, Claudio Pingue, and his team, we're still enjoying the same incredible gourmet meal we've come to expect from Liuna. We've worked very, very hard to create an engaging online experience for all of our guests to enjoy. We hope you'll explore all the new offerings this event has, whether it's our silent auction, our equipment and wine auctions, customized Spotify playlists, our Zoom breakout rooms, and all the unique aspects of really hosting a virtual gala. We want you to connect with your guests and connect with St. Joe's in a different way. Together, the Macaluso family and CarStar are pleased to present Virtually Yours in hope, health, and gratitude. Tonight, we want to leave you with a toast imparting hope for a return to normalcy and in-person gatherings very soon. A wish for continued good health for all, and gratitude because we live in a community with access to the unbelievable care provided by St. Joseph's Healthcare Hamilton. Thank you, God bless, enjoy the evening, and we cannot wait to see you in person sometime very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniela and Michael, and thank you once again to our presenting sponsor, CarStar. Traditionally, we'd be gathering at beautiful Liuna Station for tonight's event, but this evening, most of us are celebrating at home. Despite the change in venue, our treasured friends at Liuna, always consummate partners and led by Joe Mancinelli, continue to play a very important role in bringing the Virtually Yours Gala to your doorsteps. Thanks to the support of our dinner sponsors, Liuna Local 837, Chef Claudio and his culinary team at Liuna Station create a gourmet meal for our guests and package it up to go in our gala celebration boxes. We trust these have arrived safely at your home thanks to our celebration box delivery sponsor, Effort Trust. Liuna Local 183 is the sponsor of tonight's silent auction, while Liuna's Ontario Provincial District Council has returned as our vintage wine auction sponsor. Both auctions have moved online, and you can bid using the Givergy app on your mobile phone, just like in previous years. In recognition of all of the ways that Liuna has supported this event, our hospital, and our wider community, I'd like to pause for a moment and share a short video they created recently, just for us. Thank you, Liuna, for your support and for reminding us that we are indeed stronger together. At this time, I have a few housekeeping items that will help you to have the very best online gala experience. Inside your celebration box, in addition to delicious food and wine, you will find a gala program that looks like this. This gala program, made possible by our print sponsor, Spalaci Homes, provides an agenda for our online broadcast, acknowledges all of our sponsors, provides tips on how to use Givergy to bid on items in our silent and vintage wine auctions, how to stream our gala playlist on Spotify, and more. So please keep it handy. The online platform we're using for tonight's gala is called EventMobi, and right now you're viewing the main stage. Along the left side of your screen, you should see a navigation bar, and you can click or tap on the buttons to visit our online auction sites, enter a raffle for a chance to win 2 gift cards, donate to our capital equipment auction, or chat with other guests in our Zoom meeting rooms. Don't forget about the activity wall to the right. It works just like Facebook, so you can send messages to one another, post photos, and more. And below the main stage, you'll see a listing of our many gala sponsors, and we are so thankful to each and every one of them. We know the pandemic has caused economic hardship for so many local businesses, which makes their continued support of St. Joe's all the more appreciated. Please take a moment to peruse through the list of more than 25 sponsors who have helped to make tonight possible. If at any point this evening you have questions or need technical support, there's a Zoom room you can enter and our foundation staff will be on hand to assist you. The silent and vintage wine auctions have been open for a few days now, but they will close promptly tonight at 10 p.m. So be sure to keep an eye on your items and remember that every dollar raised will support vital equipment needs and emergency mental health care at St. Joe's. If you are the lucky winning bidder, by the end of the evening, you'll receive an email or text confirmation from Givergy, and you can pay for your item using your phone or tablet. We were able to transition to a fully online auction and payment system thanks in part to our technology sponsors, Honeywell and Plenary Health. And thanks to our auction item delivery sponsor, Stress Creek Group, the items you win will be delivered to your door. A foundation staff member will call you after the gala to arrange a delivery time. We mentioned earlier in the program that we plan to honor and pay tribute to hospital staff and first responders who have been on the front lines of the pandemic for the past 6 months. So up next in the program is a video montage of photos captured at all 3 sites of St. Joseph's over the past few months. Our audiovisual team took a photojournalistic approach to documenting the challenges the pandemic brought to our hospital and the resilience our staff showed in overcoming these challenges while continuing to provide exceptional care. It hasn't been an easy road, but we like to think we've had a little help from our founders and from a higher power too. And so without further ado, let me present to you a tribute video to the healthcare heroes of St. Joe's, sponsored by Derubis Chakouti, LLP. Thank you again to Darubas Chakuti for reminding us why we are here tonight, to raise funds for the hospital that has been caring for us for the past 130 years. To speak more about how the funds raised this evening will help our hospital, it's my pleasure to present Melissa Farrell, President of St. Joseph's Healthcare Hamilton.
Good evening, everyone. That was a beautiful video. Those are the moments that I'm blessed to see each and every day as President of St. Joe's Healthcare Hamilton. This pandemic has been tough on all of us, but I'm filled with pride for the way our team has rallied with great courage, resilience, and a level of compassion reflective of our founders. Thank you for acknowledging their tireless efforts at tonight's event. I'm a relative newbie to the gala. This is only my second time attending, and our online experiences certainly promises to be a lot different than last year. I've got my phone on hand for auction bidding and my Bluetooth speaker ready for streaming that gala playlist. And while yes, a lot has changed, the most important things about this evening remain the same. We're still enjoying a gourmet meal provided by our friends at Leuna Station and Leuna Local 837. We're still gathering with our closest friends, family, and colleagues, and we're still supporting St. Joe's. Funds raised during tonight's gala will be helping to purchase much-needed equipment and supplies for our hospital, while also helping to fund the renewal of our psychiatric emergency service. Demand for emergency mental health care is on the rise in our region, and we need a larger, more patient-centered space in which we can help those who are in crisis. This project has never been more important than it is right now, when so many people are struggling with their mental wellness. There's one other project at the hospital I'd like to tell you about tonight. Every gala, we invite you to make a donation to help fund a piece of equipment that isn't covered by the operating dollars we receive from the province. In the past few years, through your support, you have helped to fund infant warmers and ultrasound machines for our breast imaging and dialysis programs. This year, we're asking for your help in funding 6 new vital sign monitors to help us care for babies in our special care nursery. The team in the special care nursery sees about 600 babies each year who are either born premature or with health concerns that mean they need a little help from our doctors and nurses before they can go home. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, the 15-bed nursery has been caring for up to 18 babies at a time, but the unit only has 12 monitors. If we had just 6 more monitors, every baby in the nursery could have their own, allowing our nurses and doctors to keep an eye on their health and progress during their entire stay. We have a short video that will play later in the program to explain this equipment need in more detail, but if you're looking for a special way to give back to St. Joe's tonight, please consider making a donation that will help our tiniest patients. To give, click on the Equipment Drive button on the left side of your screen. Just before I turn things back to Sarah, allow me, on behalf of the hospital, to thank you for logging on to our online gala this evening, for believing in our foundation's formidable ability to bring this event to your homes, and for your unwavering support of St. Joe's. Cheers and good night.
Thanks so much, Melissa, and thank you to all of you for staying logged on to our virtual gala. I'd like to take a moment to remind you that if you click on the raffle button on the left-hand side and enter your email address, you'll have a chance to win $100 in gift cards to Amazon or Starbucks. We'll announce our 2 lucky winners on the activity wall to the right of the screen when we wrap up the formal program, so keep an eye out. At this time, I'd like to welcome Dr. Tom Stewart, President and CEO of St. Joseph's Health System, to say a few words.
Hi everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for Virtually Yours in Hope, Health, and Gratitude. This is a terrific night to be together, and something, as you know, we've done for years. This is a big signature event for St. Joseph's. We usually raise about $500,000, and as you know, we're usually at the beautiful Leuna Station, but tonight's different. And I really hope that you're in a wonderful surrounding with family and friends, and just celebrating the greatness of being attached to a wonderful organization like St. Joseph's. This year, no surprise, all hospitals' budgets are straining. This has been so unique in terms of just the effort needed to care for each and every patient, the volume of those coming in worried, the extra staff we need just to protect patients, their families, and the folks that are working so hard to ensure that this city has continued great health care. Well, I think one of the most amazing things to me is that despite the risk, despite the uncertainty, people kept coming to work. And people put others ahead of themselves. And isn't that part of the whole reason St. Joe's existed at the beginning? That spirit of caring and putting others first and really caring for those most in need. And I would say that this experience with COVID over the last year has really shown that it's those that are most vulnerable that are most at risk, whether it's our seniors, our most cherished seniors, those that are new immigrants, those that are living in crowded housing, those that maybe are living on the street. They really need us now, and that was the mission of St. Joe's right to begin with. And then as you look at our patients, they've still been able to get the exposure to the great care that folks like you have supported over the years, whether it's the robotic surgery or new ways for us to rapidly test in our research lab for COVID, new ways to test more and more people, or even the unique longitudinal COVID database that's looking at patients on a grand scale in multiple cities, led right out of St. Joe's, and looking at the long-term impact of COVID. This stuff is so important, and the fact that we've been able to get that done in the midst of a pandemic is truly exceptional, and really is part of why we're in this business altogether, and your support has been so important in that regard. And our great partners at Hamilton Health Sciences, the Villa, all the long-term care and retirement homes around, our academic partners like McMaster and Mohawk College, who I know are enjoying this dinner with us tonight. We are just so thankful for them, and I really believe bonds will be unbroken as a result of going through hardships. I also just, again, want to shout out the incredible folks behind the scenes that have made this happen in the midst of a crazy world historical time. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I hope you have a wonderful time. Cheers and good night.
Thank you, Tom. In Tom and Melissa's videos, you might have noticed a beautiful bouquet of sunflowers similar to those that arrived in your gala celebration boxes. Sunflowers are remarkably hardy and adaptable. Did you know they can actually turn in the earth they're planted in to face the sun? Similarly, our hospital has adapted during the pandemic to find new ways to connect and care for our patients. It's that ingenuity that enables us to weather any storm and to use difficult times to grow stronger and more resilient. For the sunflower arrangement, handmade, scented candle, and other items provided, we'd like to thank our gala decor sponsor, Seasons Retirement Communities. Just a reminder to check in on your favorite auction items as they're available for bidding up until 10 p.m. sharp. And we'd be remiss if we didn't acknowledge our wine expert, John Tate, for helping us to make our vintage wine auction one of the highlights of our gala each and every year. This is the 15th year in a row that John has led our vintage wine auction, and we truly couldn't do it without him and the many donors who have contributed rare vintages from their wine cellars and donated them to this auction that raises vital funds for our hospital at a time when St. Joe's needs our help more than ever. Speaking of which, if you've attended our gala in the past, you know that we select a piece of equipment that is a high priority need at St. Joe's and invite guests of our gala to help us to purchase it through donations to our capital equipment auction. Our hospital president, Melissa Farrell, mentioned earlier in her video that this year we're hoping to purchase 6 vital sign monitors for our special care nursery. Working closely with the team in the special care nursery, we prepared a short video to help impart why these monitors are so important to the health of babies who need a little extra care from St. Joe's. So let's take a peek. If you'd like to help us purchase 6 of these monitors to help our tiniest patients, please click on the Capital Equipment Auction button on the left-hand side of your screen, and you'll be taken to a secure online donation page. Your gift is 100% tax receivable and will give new parents peace of mind as their babies receive the care they need to go home sooner. On behalf of those parents and our caring staff at St. Joe's, we'd like to extend a special thank you to our lead donors who have already stepped up and lent their support to this important appeal. A scrolling list of these lead donors can be seen on the equipment auction page. But we still need your support to meet and hopefully exceed our fundraising goal so that every baby cared for in our special care nursery can have their own dedicated vital sign monitor. Just like the auctions, the equipment auction will remain open until 10 p.m. tonight, and we thank you for considering making a donation. I'd like to take a moment to remind you that if you get a little peckish later on, in your celebration boxes, you'll find a selection of late-night salty and sweet treats brought to you by our friends at Breakwater Investments. At my house, we can't wait to open the chocolate-drizzled popcorn. We're also fortunate to receive gifts in kind from our Terra Wines, who provided all of the red wine for this evening thanks to the work of Mary Lou Cianconi, and from Discount Car and Trek Rentals, who donated 10 large vans to help our team to deliver more than 250 celebration boxes. We're grateful to both of these friends of the gala. And the names of all of our corporate, table, partner, and supporter sponsors will be scrolling on the slideshow that played at the beginning and will once again follow the conclusion of the formal program. As you can see, it truly takes a village to create an event like our gala, and we're fortunate to be able to rely on the support of so many people and organizations in our community who believe so strongly in St. Joe's and the care that we have provided for 130 years. Just before we wrap up our formal program for the night with a special prayer and grace, we have a few more reminders. Our gala playlist, selected by you and our gala committee, is available for streaming on Spotify. Please continue to enjoy all that our online gala and celebration box have to offer, and remember to take time to connect with those who are online tonight. We can't be together, but we can be connected. Our Zoom networking rooms are open so that you can pop into one and chat online with your fellow table guests, friends, and colleagues. Tom Stewart, Melissa Farrell, and I will be in Zoom Room 1 from now until 7:30, so please pop in and say hello. We'd love to see you. It's been an absolute pleasure hosting you online for Virtually Yours in Hope, Health, and Gratitude, presented by CarStar. And thank you, as always, for your amazing support of St. Joe's. Rest assured, we'll soon be in touch to let you know how your support during tonight's event is having an impact on the care we're honored to provide at St. Joe's. And with that, we invite the Most Reverend Bishop Douglas Crosby to offer a prayer and grace to close off the formal portion of this evening's event. Thank you and good night.
So good evening. My name is Bishop Douglas Crosby. I'm speaking from the Chancery Office, the chapel, Our Lady of the Annunciation Chapel in the Chancery Office. And I'm very happy to bring greetings to you at this great gala evening for St. Joe's Health Hamilton. And I want to just say this, that we've been through a very challenging time with the COVID-19 virus and all the concerns around it. And the hospital has stood out like a beacon for us, and all of the people who've worked in the hospitals and been frontline workers and really very, very brave. I think we have to acknowledge that and celebrate that this evening and express our gratitude for that. I want to tell you that some of you may have noticed that the bells that ring at the cathedral and in other parishes throughout the city have a new time frame. So at 9 and at noon and at 3 and at 6, the bells ring for the healthcare frontline workers, for the healthcare system. And it reminds us to be grateful for them, reminds us to celebrate them, reminds us to pray for them. So we do. Congratulations on the success of this evening. Congratulations to those who have organized it. And I invite you to be generous to St. Joseph's, because St. Joseph's is generous to the community to a fault, and really needs your support, and especially now. So the evening comes to an end with my little reflection, and I just want to send you away from the gala with God's blessing. Thank you for your generosity, thank you for your goodness, and thank you for your support for St. Joseph's. It's well worth it and very important. May God bless you all. And if you're driving somewhere, drive carefully. And if you're just finishing up your box, close the top and have a martini on me. God bless.